Let me be clear about that. I'm really bad at sharpening cutters. Hey Canvas, George here. Saturday night. In the man cave. Decided I wanted to do some maintenance on my cutters. Go through all my cutters, my knives, things like that, as spring is on the way. Whoop! I wanted to get everything ready for spring, summer, autumn, because I'm planning on getting out there and actually doing something. After a couple of months of winter in Minnesota, you kind of have cabin fever. Just a little. Things get a little crazy. You may have noticed on some of the reviews I did for Walmart $5 bargains. It's that time of the year for me to go through my cutters, check them. A couple of things I wanted to do. One was I wanted to put more oil on the handles of my axes, take care of the leather on all my cutters for the sheaths and that sort of thing. I got some Leather Keeper Prime Neat's Foot oil compound, and that's to take care of the leather, make sure everything's okay. Unfortunately, while I was doing that, I was checking my trail boss and looking at the blade. This is what I found. Not good. That would be some huge chips in right on the bite of the axe. I don't know when that happened. I've done quite a bit of chopping with it lately out back in the 40, just getting rid of some wood, chopping it up and getting it stored and ready for summer so I can barbecue out in the back 40 in the evenings. I suspect that there may have been a nail or something in the wood, and as you can see, it really chipped it. It's pretty bad, so now I have to take care of that. And what that means is I'm going to be having to grind that thing down. To do that, it's going to take a lot of work. Get a coarse sharpener on it and grind away at that thing and try and get rid of those chips and then get a new edge on the axe. I'm not very good at that sort of thing. Let me be clear about that. I'm really bad at sharpening cutters. It's going to be a learning experience for me. It's going to take a while. So this is how I went about it. Check it out. It's almost gone. I finally got rid of them, but my blade's in really bad shape. I had to use the coarse side of my sharpener, and unfortunately, although this is good for quick and dirty stuff, I don't think it's good enough for fine work. I did use the coarse side. I'm just going to go over it with the fine side quickly and then maybe strop it a little bit and see how it looks. I've got some leather here. It's not much, but it'll help. So that's where I am right now. But I do have a trick up my sleeve. Stay tuned. So I'm going to use the fine side now, and I've got some honing solution on it. And if I feel around the back here, I can hardly feel anything, but there's definitely peel on one side. So I'm just going to go over it lightly with this and then try stropping it. Now I want to get the angle right. About there. As you can see, I'm not very good at this, and I'm a hacker. But that trick I have up my sleeve, hopefully, is going to save me. So I'm going to turn it over. I can definitely feel the edge here. So let's go over that. Okay, that feels a lot cleaner. And I can't, well, I can feel a little bit there, so let's just give that a quick light going over. That's a lot better. Is it sharper? I don't know. Suppose we'll find out, but at least it doesn't have that edge. And I wanted to get this evened out before I came up with my next trick. As you can see, I'm not very good at this stuff. But the blade is cleaned up. I fixed the chips on it. So now we need to sharpen it. And this is not going to do the trick for me. I don't know if that's going to work. But it doesn't feel too bad. Will it cut this? Let's find out. But it does cut the leather. Not very strong leather, but at least it cuts. Let's see if it'll cut my bill. Well, cut into that. It's not perfect. But at least I don't have that neck anymore. And I'm hoping, yeah, I'm going to need that help. It doesn't feel quite as smooth as it should. I can actually feel the difference in the thickness there. So that's where we are now. Let's go to the next trick. I didn't start filming this obviously in time. I did take some pictures of the damage to the axe, how I went about trying to fix it. I was fairly successful. I mean, it's kind of sharp. I got rid of those chips, but to me, it's not perfect. Well, it's not even close. And I'm really bad at sharpening. I went online, the humanity, looked around at how to sharpen a knife, how to sharpen an axe, etc., etc. And I came across a sharpening system that really got my attention. The reviews were really good. I watched a video on it. I watched other videos on it. If I want to be able to sharpen my knives that they actually can do the job I want them to do, I need this system. So I went ahead and ordered it. But in the meantime, it is on the way. But I wanted to get my axe prepared. Pretty sure the angles aren't even close. What the correct angles are, I'm not even sure. I just want the sharpening angle for a general axe. I'm not specific with my axe. It's a general axe. It's a camp axe for me. So I'm going to look into that a little bit more. I've heard 20, 25, 17, or anywhere in between. And like I said, I have a little trick up my sleeves. I have purchased a sharpening system, and it's the workshop guided sharpening system. Some research on it. I really need to know how to sharpen all my cutters, the knives, my axe, my hatchet, just all my cutters in general. Every time I've done that, I've managed to really mess it up. I've never been really successful at getting a good edge back to where they should be. So hang in there, stay with me, and let's see what happens. We might learn something together. So the Joy Campers, my special secret weapon has come in. And this is the Workshop Outdoor Sharpener Series. The guided sharpening system is what they call it. And that's what I was telling you about. Basically, here it is here. I'll be having a video made on it just so that you can see a little bit more about it. But what I want to do right now, I don't want to get into that. I want to get in and fix my axe. I'm desperate to fix that thing, and I got to see if this works. I'm going to use the coarse diamond plate to get the initial bigger angle on it. When I say bigger angle, I mean the one further back from the cutting edge, about half an inch off the cutting edge, which is a slightly different angle to the actual cutting bit that does the cutting right on the edge. Reading up on that, the angles they said 30 to 40 degrees for the actual point cutting edge, 20 degrees for the other. So you're going to have a basically you have your 20 and then your 30 coming into the point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 20 right now, get that sorted out with the course, the 30-degree angle, and once that's done, then I'm going to go to a 20-degree angle and put that on the cutting edge of the blade of that. I'm just going to go straight into it. You'll see what I'm doing here on the system. I'm going to try this out, and fingers crossed, hopefully this is going to do the trick. I'm just putting some honing solution on the diamond plate to preserve it. Here's my 20-degree angle. I'm actually going to bring it towards me because I find that more comfortable when I tried this out. This is like the second time I'm using this. I tried it out when it first came in, so I got to get it into a position where I can get that 20 degrees right there. This rocks, so I don't have to change my angle because of the curve of the blade. Just draw this, literally draw this across as I go, and you can see it rocks with it. Hopefully I'll try and make it so that you can see it. Now I'm going to do the other side again, get that blade sitting right there and just okay. So now I'm going to change to fine. This is the coarse. I'm going to put the fine one on. Send it back in there and repeat the process. Okay, I can see a real good edge on there now. And whoa, that's a lot sharper already. Let's check it out. See that? That's a little bit of an improvement. Now I want to get that 30-degree angle. Because I feel it's sharp enough already, I'm just going to keep the fine on there. And I'm thinking that's 20, a little bit off of that. So if I hold it a little bit higher, just off the blade, and maintain that. And then I'm going to repeat it on this side. Okay, you can see here, as I move the blade across, this rocks. So I don't have to adjust for the angle, the curve of the blade. I just bring it across and it'll adjust. See that? Pretty cool to get it consistent across the blade. This paper's getting a little ruined here, but look at that. Look at that. The sharpness of this blade is 100% better than when I did it. Whoa, that's sharp. What? It worked. I'm very excited. Now, the other thing that this does have ceramic honing on it, so I'm just going to go with the fine on that, just like that. And basically what you're going to do, repeat what I just did there. So I'm just going to do a couple of swipes with it, up a little bit, and just, I'm literally using the weight of the blade on this. You don't need anything more than that. And of course, because the ceramic's round, it'll follow the curve of my blade. See now. Yeah.
decent piece of paper. And let's see how it does. Look at that. Zippity-zoodo. What do you think, campers? George has found a way to successfully sharpen his axe. I'm very excited. I was really upset about the fact that I damaged it. Now I feel a lot better. Not only that, all my blades are going to go through the same process and get them all ship shape again. My trail box, all fixed up, operation successful. What can I say? You want to sharpen your blades? You need to get one of these things if you struggle like I do. Anywho, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. And I'm pretty sure I'll be back with another video on something else I broke. Or maybe I'll do a review of this thing. Just saying. Thanks for watching. Bye.